Welcome, Leo Virgo, to your new moon in Taurus reading with chakras. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. Okay, guys, let's get straight into this. Okay, I do have this Taurus card sitting here. This is for that new moon in Taurus. This is going to be about grounding, stability, planting seeds for long-term growth. This is going to be related to your finances, your self-worth, and your material pleasures. Could also be about your relationships and love, bringing out that Venetian energy. Venus, she likes it all. So, but this is what makes the May 2026 new moon so unique, is that it's going to be in conjunction with Uranus, the planet of disruption, sudden change. Also, the star card as well, bringing in legacies, spiritual rewards. So it's very exciting. And then, of course, we have Gemini coming in as well on the 17th. So we're going to have a lot of air this year within this new moon in Taurus. So, but that's awesome though, because it could mean unexpected new beginnings that shake up your idea of your securities, of pushing you out of your comfort zone to find your true values of what it is you want, bringing in rewards and luck, right? Also the turbulence as well. So it depends on which way we're going here. So let's get in here and see how it's going to affect your specific sign for you. And grabbing a moon card. Best moon card, please, for the beautiful Leo Virgo. Confidence is key to success. New moon in Leo. Bringing out some Leo energy. And grabbing 2 chakra cards. Have the third eye chakra coming out underneath that beautiful new moon in Leo. And base chakra, root chakra, under that Taurus new moon. Let's grab a oracle card and then put this together, guys. Deer of Delta. With the third eye chakra over here, underneath this, confidence is your key to success over here for you, Leo Virgo. Let's look and see what we have. Demands a shift in how you view yourself. It's representing how your higher vision must be fueled using that bold self-belief and no self-criticism. So no self-sabotage, no criticism, just what it is you're asking to, really look at. Your potentials. You have so many potentials. So it's really bringing in that higher potential and trust within your talents, within yourself, whatever it is that you're desiring, whatever it is your intentions are during this new moon, and the things that you've been looking at in the recent days, even could be months. With the Taurus over here, new moon, and this root chakra, base chakra, it's actually asking you where your safety is anchored. As I said before, Taurus is all about that stability. It's all about that grounding. And now I really want you to ground yourself. Stabilize your big Leo dreams with your Virgo's practical structures, right? It really wants you to say, hey, this is what I'm really looking at, and this is where I'm going to build my firm foundations. Anything that feels shaky on shaky ground, I don't want it there. So it really wants you to really look at this from a ground level up Does it have the potential? Really focusing. The Deer of Delta is a beautiful card. It's a gentle strength. It's the alertness. It's moving through the world with grace. She actually signifies the river Delta, which is a place where water slows down. It deposits rich soil and branches into multiple paths of abundance. It's a beautiful card to have with this Taurus new moon because Taurus is slow and steady and full of abundance and works towards that because of the Venetian energy that comes through. It's slow and steady, wins the race. And you want to plant your seeds in rich soil. Taurus has great, rich soil, just like the Deer of Delta. So it says it's not asking you to force your success with aggression or completely overanalyzing any of this situation. This card just asks you to navigate with keen intuition with the third eye chakra. But it wants you to use that soft, subtle power within. So the best thing you could do right now, guys, is really use your Leo's pride with that Virgo's humility and really ground them together, because that will be true confidence, which isn't loud. It's not obnoxious. It's quiet. It's graceful. It's knowing of your own value. You don't have to limelight it. You don't have to shout it to the heavens. It's just something subtle within yourself, because you're bringing in that pure confidence of yourself, that graceful lion energy. And removing any kind of self-doubt that things could not work this way. It's definitely walking within grace. Walking in grace to abundance is really what it is. Let's get a couple of tarot cards. Beautiful reading. It's really empowering, actually, if you think about it, because it really allows you to say, hey, you know what? I can use both of my signs with dignity, with grace, with confidence, and it will actually balance yourself out. Feeling strong. Chariot, wow. To the Death card, here comes that transition. To the King of Pentacles, there's that Taurus energy coming through. Bam, right there. Wow, yeah. Universe is definitely talking to you. You got two major arcanas, and then that King of Pentacles sitting on top of that Deer of Delta is just the proof that it's saying, I want to use this Taurian energy. King of Pentacles is Taurus energy. And it's just the extra clarification that you know that you're in this extraordinary place of monumental transformation and transition. Now it's saying, you know what? You might be doing it strong and steady, but as soon as you get this down, as soon as you feel like you have the confidence, once you do everything slow and steady wins the race, everything's going to pick up. Everything's going to be fast-paced, pushing directly through this major life ending, landing yourself straight into absolute financial and physical mastery. It's just about finding that comfort zone first, stabilizing yourself with that Taurus energy, and then allowing yourself to push through with this faster moving energy, one of the fastest moving energies in the whole, deck. It literally is the fastest. So it's saying it goes from slow to steady to boom. You will notice within probably a couple of weeks or however, once you start transitioning, that everything picks up in momentum. You are supercharged. Because your mind is going to be completely focused on that victory. You're going to find that triumphant focus and willpower within yourself on that third eye chakra. Wow. If there's any lingering self-doubt or any kind of analytical hesitation, guys, this is being run over by your sure determination. Allow that to go away and say, you know what, I stand in my own power and taking the reins of my own destiny with absolute authority of that Leo energy. You're going to see everything turn around. Everything's going to do a major 360. You're definitely pivoting. With the death card with the root chakra saying this is a great pivot. This is the pivot. This is the moment. This is the position that you've put yourself straight into the middle of. The death indicates a profound and necessary ego death also. And that ego death is very important. This is because this is where you're getting rid of the old version of yourself and you're leaving it all behind. And this is the ultimate dropping of any masks, of any things that do not serve you. The old habit of overthinking, people pleasing, playing it small. You're permanently laying to rest your old self and old ways of thinking. So that way you can close that old path and go straight into this new, beautiful place of abundance. Changing your timeline. This is like a quantum jump. This is going to end up a quantum leap. I wonder what the next card is. Five of Wands to the Hangman. That's awesome, though. But yeah, this is going to be your quantum leap. You're going to end up leaping over here. The King of Coins over here to this Delta. I mean, it's just literally clarifying that this is the ultimate Taurus new moon for you. Grounding the entire reading into this physical reality for you guys. The King of Coins is this king of wealth, stability, security, and luxury. It's saying by allowing this king to come forward for you and walking straight into this energy, you're allowing your old self to die and moving into this confidence where you're making this unshakable empire for yourself. It's rooted, it's grounded, it's stable, it's got vitality, it's the root chakra, it's got this. You've made the rich soil promised by the deer of the Delta, manifesting this real world financial success. Beauty, beautiful home, beautiful relationships, deep sense of peace within yourself. It's like you're stepping into your throne and you're going to master. It's like the master of it all, right? Does it take time? Of course it does. It's not going to be something that's just going to happen overnight. But the thing that it is, it's about stepping forward into this new realm of immense financial security. It's first you have to allow the old self to understand what's going on so that you can figure out what the new self really wants. You already know what the new self wants. You already know what your visions and your dreams are. It's just about getting rid of those old habits, those old way of thinking, shedding a skin, transforming, allowing yourself to say, hey, you know what? That's fine because I'm going to stand at this threshold and I'm going to demand myself to say, I'm in control. I have the confidence for this rebirth. Because whatever the old self was doing, it obviously isn't working. And whatever part of your life you're looking at, it's obviously not working. You're probably just doing the same thing over and over and over again, looking for different results. And it doesn't work. So that old version of you has to be gone. so that the new future you can step forward. But it's going to start in the presence of the understanding. This is where I am. That's why the moon's at the bottom of the deck. Shadow self. Yeah, because you have to look at who you are now and where you want to go forward. And there's going to be things that you're going to say, but you know what? You're right. There's certain things I can't take forward with me. I can't take forward those self-doubts. I can't take forward this, that, the other. They don't fit into the life that I'm looking at. How are you going to be a successful entrepreneur if you can't reach out to everyone and you fear ridicule? Or it's just examples, right? But think about it for just a second. Just use that for just 1 second. It doesn't mean it's your life. It just means, think about that for a second. If you had, I always use kids for example because we as parents know that we would push our kids to the, to the heavens over here to have what they need. If you're going to be a successful entrepreneur, you can't fear rejection. You can't fear working long hours. You can't fear, do you see what I'm saying? So you have to get rid of all those things to step out of that comfort zone. Well, maybe they don't like it because, they're this, that, and the other. I mean, certain jobs you're going to know who to go to and who not to go to. Like tarot. I'm not going to walk into a church and start playing with tarot cards. We do have boundaries. But that's okay because we are allowed to have boundaries. We should have boundaries. But don't hold yourself back, though, either from other sources out of fear, right? And that's what it's saying. Let go of that, and then you will wield this new magic within yourself, this new powerful you. Okay. And that's all it is. Until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.